Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another fluid nail art mani for Fluid Friday Friends on Instagram. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make your own Spot It Polish. So one of the first videos that I posted, I did a fluid nail art, but I didn't know how to do a voiceover yet. And so there was no talking. So I'm going to show you how to make do it your own Spot It Polish. So I used LA Colors Color Last in Evermore, and then Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum to get that effect. And you don't want to use a real expensive polish when you're making your first batch. This is pretty affordable. So I just poured a little bit out from the bottle, and then I added 1 pump of the Garnier Fructis, and I went ahead and let it sit overnight to make sure that it was mixed up really well, and I marked it with an F for fluid art. And you always want to shake it really well before using it. But that's all there is to it. And you can use any color. You can use a clear nail polish, not a quick dry top coat for the clear. Make sure it's a clear nail polish, otherwise you won't get the cells and the effect of the fluid art. So it is that simple. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. I used this mat to make my decals. This was actually a silicone baking mat that I found at the dollar store, and I just cut it up into pieces. Use it for decals, use it for a palette to put drops of polish on if you're reverse stamping. They're just really easy to use, easy to clean up with acetone, and they work great. So I'm starting out with the U.N.T Ready for Takeoff Peel Off Base Coat, and we're going to go ahead and go in with 1 coat of the white base color. For this one, I'm using the Bam White from Maniology. It's their white stamping polish, and it's actually pretty opaque in 1 coat, so that's what I generally go to for a white base color. And we're going to go ahead and let that dry. And today's fluid art, as I said, was inspired by the Fluid Friday Friends palette for this week on Instagram. We're going to be using Color Club's Made in the USA. This one is Can You Dig It? And the other one is Talk Dirty to Me. The middle one was Talk Dirty to Me. And then Can You Dig It? And of course the white Spot It Polish. So we start out by getting some on the little silicone mat. Sometimes it's easier just to pour it out. The thing with that LA Colors brand is the brush is like really wide, so when you want it to kind of drop off of the brush, it doesn't like to very well. Alright, so we're going to go in with the colors and just put them in random spots. Darker color. Okay, then you just take the mat and just kind of fold it around on itself. Get the polishes to spread out. Make some pretty cool, almost marble looking designs with it. And the second way to do it is with a stamper. So we're going to go ahead and put the polish on this littler mat just like we did on the previous one. Now speed this up just a little bit. This one you can actually see the cells already starting to form when I'm dropping the polish on there.
Right, and this one is the Holly Jolly Monocle stamper from Maniology. And we're just gonna take it and kind of give it a little smoosh and a turn and a twist and pick it up, and there we go. And this way you actually have two decals. You've got one on the stamper and then the one on the mat. And here is the one using the stamper that's on the mat. Turned out really well with all those cells. There's the one on the stamper. Alright, so it's been about an hour or so, and I already checked them to see how they were peeling off. You want them pliable, but you don't want them gooey, and you don't want them crispy. Crispy if you peel them off and they start to crack and break, then let it sit, put some top coat over the top, and then let that dry, and then peel them off to get more of the pliableness back of them, if that makes sense. And then if they're gooey, obviously they're not dry yet, and they're still wet in the middle when you try to peel them off, so just obviously let them dry a little longer. So we just go ahead and get them off. This bigger one, I could have given it a few more minutes, but it worked out fine. So, yep, there we go. Alright, so those are our decals. And I've already done my thumb off camera. We went in with the liquid latex. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and I'm going to cut it in half so I can do 2 fingers with it. Let's get my little scissors here. Trying to decide where I want to do the cut at. And the thing with fluid art is it ends up gorgeous anyway that you do it, because it's so random in the patterns, and they usually turn out really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and put this image on my index finger, and we're using this top coat by Sally Hansen to adhere it on there. So I put a coat on, let it stay kind of wet, more on the wet side than tacky side, I would say, to get it to really stick. And then take your decal and then press it on there, line it up, get around the edges. These little scissors and cut off the excess around the nail. Okay, and then we go in with this cuticle pusher tool thing. It's not very sharp, but it's sharp enough to cut through that excess polish around the edges, around the cuticles. So we're going to go in just gently, gently. Push down around the edge of your nails. And then we can go ahead and peel off the liquid latex. Peel off the liquid latex there.
down on the nail. Alright, I apologize for my lights at this point. I'm not really sure what happened there. But you're going to go ahead and take your cleanup brush and 100% acetone and go around the edges. And this doesn't only clean it up, but it kind of seals it on there. It kind of like melts the polish to the nail. So that way it gives it a more secure grip. Make sure to get the tip of it and kind of wrap underneath the edges with your cleanup brush. But you don't want to flood it with acetone. You want to dab on the paper towel in between swipes. Okay, so there we have that first one done. I'm going to use this image on my middle finger. And we are going to go back in with the top coat. Okay, put on the decal. Press it down. And down those edges. Cut off the excess, get the rest cleaned up. I sped through this a little bit. And then do your cleanup again. Okay, I went ahead and did the other fingers off camera, but this is how it looked when I got done. Went ahead and went in with the Maniology Smudge Free top coat at first, and I really like the matte look of the Fluid Art manis, so I ended up topping it and leaving it with the matte top coat. I used the Sinful Colors matte top coat for the end result look that you'll see in the swatch photo. Alright, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.